start with Ellis. You blocked him a lot, pretty new and stuff. He got much improved forward. What do you think of his game and how he's come along this year?
I think he's improved a lot since his camp. He's a real big dude, obviously. He's real hard to move. And, you know, when he turns the motor on, when he gets going, he's real tough to block. So it's a good challenge every day of practice.
Is there one D lineman that kind of stands out as hardest to block?
I mean, it depends on the scenario. If you want to talk about run blocking, I would say Eddie, just because of how violent his hands are. And if you want to talk about pass pro, I have to say Cassius, just because, to me, he's the best pass rush I've blocked all year. Game, practice, doesn't matter, so that's kind of what it's like.
For you, how's this season been? How much farther along do you feel now than maybe you did, say, beginning of the season?
I've come a long way. I mean, just watching the game tape, I've improved every week, and Coach Klemm is real proud of my progress. You know, just keep hammering in to get better every week. And, you know, the guys I get to block every day in practice, not a lot of guys get to do that as freshmen, so I'm just taking advantage of it, and, you know, so I can get better, you know, make this bowl game do good and carry over to next season.
There's some concern there for a brief minute that, you know, Coach Klemm might leave. Was that something as an offensive lineman you guys maybe see how important he's been to how good you guys have been this year? That was a concern, or?
Yeah, I mean, we know how important he is to this program. He's one of the main reasons that we all chose to come here as the offensive line class. And so it was a big deal for us, for him to stay. And we're real happy. We just want to make him proud and do better and just show that, you know, he didn't stay for no reason. So that's what we're working on right now.
You came in as a guard in fall camp, switched to tackle. I mean, is there any thought like you might still move between positions, given depth or anything like that, or are you sticking at tackle?
I don't know. I'm just play whatever they need me to play, whatever gets me on the field. And, you know, starting, I like playing football. I like playing for UCLA, so whatever I can do that, type of team out, I'll do that.
How much has X made a difference for this line? You guys are obviously all young guys. He's kind of the old sage of the group.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Yeah, an old junior.
Yeah, and he's been a big difference, man. I mean, because he's so further along than most of us in terms of just his athletic ability, his body, his you know, his understanding of the game. And so he's kind of been like a mentor to all of us, me, Scott, Alex, Kenny Lacey. We all hang out with him as much as possible and just try to get as much knowledge as we can from him.
Has he made his goodbyes or told you he's staying yet?
You got to ask him that. That's not on me. So you got to ask him that. But, you know, he's a great guy. I love having him on the team.
Do you guys get in his ear at all, trying to get him to say, convince him?
No, you know, he just let people make their own decisions. We didn't, when Coach Klemm wanted to make his decision, we let him make his own decision. You know, that's his decision to make, and for him and his family. So we don't really talk about it. We just enjoy the time we have together.
With you, how has your body changed since you got here?
Man, I came in at 330 pounds, and the lowest I went down to about 290, and I'm back around 301, and I fluctuate between 301 and like 295. And so it's changed a lot. My feet have gotten quicker. My body has gotten better, and so it's going to keep changing. I'm proud of my progress.
That's just from San Bernardino?
That's just from summer workouts until
like
now.
June?
Yeah.
Okay.
From June till now. By the time when I got here in summer, the first day of camp, I was 330. When we got to San Bernardino, I was 305. And so it was like a big change in that span, and so it was really good for me.
Do you know what the body fat percentage has been like over that period?
I don't know if Chris wants me to talk about that. So you got to ask him that question, but it's been good.
You guys had a bit of a tough game against Arizona State. How much do you guys feel like you have gotten over that and maybe use that as motivation going forward?
We have a 24-hour rule here. You know, take your medicine after a loss, you go watch the tape, correct the mistakes, and you move on. So we moved on from a long time ago. But this just puts the chip on our shoulder because we know that, you know, that game wasn't our best game, and, you know, we like to put the blame on us in our room. Like, regardless of what happens, that, you know, we take the losses very personally. And so we really drilled it hard, and we've been improving every week since Arizona State.
As freshmen, was that especially hard? You know, you guys hadn't really gone through a game where there was, 9 sacks, I guess. Yeah. Was that especially hard, especially for the young guys on the line?
Yeah, I didn't even know the number was that high until the next day, and I heard about it, and it was just kind of like, it's a tough pill to swallow because we're very prideful in our room. And when, you know, you give up 9 sacks and you lose the game by, 5 points or something like that, you know, it hurts a lot. And so, you know, we took it personal. We've been grinding ever since then.
Cool.